Alright, good morning, or day, or evening, or wherever viewers may be. I hope everyone here is doing wonderfully. Which is generic, but it is a genuine sentiment that I hope all of us are collectively doing well as we can possibly be, of course. It's another day. But I'm here, and I'm ready to Minecraft in a very just slow-paced, cozy way that's typical. All that good stuff. Okay. Yeah. Just have to wait for good old Java to upload, or not upload, but to load. And we'll get right in. I had my morning tea before jumping on. Morning tea, got to enjoy that with a good book. And now I'm here. It's something I will not take for granted how cozy it is to be able to just have a cup of tea and read a good book. Oh, God, what happened to my video? Alright, we're here. We are here. Okay. Thank goodness. Alright, let's get rid of the starting soon. Okay. Let's check. Alrighty. Okay. I'm gonna jump right in all honesty. What time is it? Okay. Yeah, the last I left off. Okay, thankfully I made all the things that I needed. Can't hurt to make a few more of these torches. And I'm just slowly but surely kind of gathering my, gathering resources, I guess. Okay, this isn't not fully grown quite yet, but I wonder if, yeah, I'll get a few seeds. Okay, perfect. So I could do this. Just keep going. Okay. Alright, thankfully I'm feeling, for now, a lot better, so we'll just try mining for a bit, and I'll just kind of pace myself. I had to give myself the morning, for lack of a better way to put it. Alright. I really would love to collect all this, but not right now. I don't think that's gonna be feasible. Alright, and then y equals minus 23. Just mine for a little bit. to start the day off, and then I'll just kind of pace. I don't know what I necessarily not sure what my goals are for today. That kind of thing. But for now, it's just making progress. If I find diamond, that would be amazing, and if I don't, that's fine. There's a bunch of diamond to my right at the moment, but that cave is wide open, and I'm not really reasonably leveled up enough to be exploring. So I'm just gonna take our time. I actually really like strip mining. I know that some people probably find it not very interesting, but I really enjoy it because it's cozy. And I like getting to see the final product of it. This is nice because it's perfectly narrow too, so I feel like I'll reach those Y levels that I want a little faster than my usual. Though I wonder partially if I'm like missing out on good ore, but I don't know. I'm not too worried about that because I think with good grinding, actually let's remove that. Okay. Put it back. Could probably be using fewer torches, but yeah, whatever. I have the resources. My overall goal for this attempt is to get past 133 days. So I've got 111 days left to tie my personal best. That's kind of the big thing right now for me, is can I break that personal best? And I think I can. I just have to, it's one of those one wrong move kind of things. Check where we are. 36, negative 36. Thankfully, no issues. Ah, yes, the eerie sounds have begun. Hearing some noises in the backdrop. So we've been getting cats, multiple cats, visiting the yard. And I have mixed feelings about it, because on the one hand I like them, but on the other I like our yard to be bird happy and bird friendly. But the cats have made themselves wholesomely comfortable around the house, and they're big and fluffy. And on the one hand I kind of want to befriend them, but on the other it's one of those, I don't know how much I want to encourage them, because I do like them, but ah, yes. Okay. There we go. In-game thunder? Well, oh no! I'm kidding. Something we can do is I may sleep off the thunderstorm just so it doesn't make witches. Yeah, let's do that. Just so it doesn't destroy crops or make witches or any of that good stuff. And actually, I will be right back. Good chance to take a little break. my gosh, Lex. Welcome in. Lex, how are you? Where is the bald man? I'm here, I'm bald. I'm a man. I'm just kidding. Lex, good morning. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Oh, you're the blue, your name text is appearing as blue, and you have the little, where's the nut? It matches the little, what I was hoping looked like a little lapis lazuli chunk. Okay. Whee! Where's the nut man? He's also not bald. Okay, I have to sleep off the thunderstorm. That's what I'm doing. Yeah, I stepped out very briefly. And now I'm back. Now I'm back and the chat's filled with Lex. I keep thinking the thunder is real. I think Spectrum fixed the internet. I think. But I don't trust it. I do not trust it. Not in the slightest. It wasn't brief! Yeah, it's gone for an eternity. What's this and why? It's good to see you, Lex. Always good to see you. Okay. Sleep. Oh, that is a great emote. Composer. Oh, Composer. That's pretty cool. I know he does like music stuff, which is really awesome. Yeah. Let's see. What do I want? Yeah, no, I'll just keep that. Make 2 more pickaxes, I think. Sunny said when you go out, your dog thinks you died, and that's why they're so excited to see you. I'm not surprised. Having had dogs and knowing that they are, there's a lot of, like, neurotic. A lot of neurotic there. Oh, you know what? Let's actually grab 2 of these. Put 1 here and 1 here. That doesn't surprise me at all. Oh, dogs are hilarious. Very endearing. And not always the brightest of bulbs. I guess we could put it that way. But I mean that in a very endearing way. Having lived with dogs for years and years and years. What do I want? Okay. Put the flint here. I miss the family dogs very, very much. I really do. They're such a source of joy. Ooh, let's check on the wheat farm really quickly. Oh, it's growing. There's wheat to be had. I'm gonna wait a little on that. How are you doing? I'm doing okay. I wasn't feeling super great toward the end of stream. I just was getting a weird, rare motion sickness while I was streaming, which doesn't really happen very often, but I think my body is just, I don't know if it's the weather change or what it is, but just been kind of going through some stuff. But I'm doing better now, and I'm able to mine without feeling dizzy, which is nice. But it's a new day. How are you, Lex? Tired. Yeah. No, I hear you. I hear you. I imagine Canada's still pretty dang cold. I don't mind the weather, but for me, the older I get, the more, oh my god, iron, yay. Weather fluctuations tend to just get to me for whatever reason. I just, meaning if it's really cold one day and then it's really, really hot the next day, and then it's cold again, and then it's kind of hot, the, like, extreme changes kind of mess with my head just a little. I'm just making sure there's no iron that I'm missing. Got those 2 chunks. It's above freezing where I am. Oh, I remember when I lived really far north. The days that were above freezing were the days that, like, felt practically summer. Or, because, I'm so sorry. There's a certain temperature threshold where it's like, it's cold through the 20s, and then when it's like 20s Fahrenheit, and then when it's colder than 20s, you get into the gradient of various levels of face hurting. Like when you feel your face going numb in the cold. It's because weather is connected to the magnetosphere, which affects our nervous system. Yeah. Well, the older that I've gotten, the more that I feel it. It's a little warmer. It's chilly, but it's a little warmer, also above freezing here. It's a little warmer today, and yesterday was a little warmer as well. But yesterday I just woke up not having it. That's why flu season is the same all over the world. Yeah, our bodies are more susceptible, that's for sure. That is for sure. Oh my god, more iron. Wow. Did not expect to be getting iron this far down, I will say. And no complaints, because this is good. Alright, it's not about weather, it's about global positioning and frequency. Yeah, orbit around the sun affects it. Yes, it does. Not expect to be getting this much iron this far down. I hope this means that we're about to hit like a vein of a diamond soon. Or something. When we have winter, and Australia has summer, but their flu season is summer. Oh, I see. When we have winter, Australia has summer. Yeah. Yes, indeed. It's still something, when I was a kid, when I first learned that the climate patterns were reversed depending on the hemisphere that you live in, I could not wrap my head around it. And now I'm used to it and have a ton of... Whoa, bedrock. Wait, how far down? Oh! I did not realize... Okay, I'm hitting bedrock. Well, oops. Okay. I guess I'll start mining this way. Ha! Ha! Score! Oh my god, score. Alright, it pays to, bedrock. Summer is stupid! Oh, because when the Earth is in that position, the sun rays hit it a particular way, but yeah, you get it. Oh my gosh, Dart, welcome in! Summer is stupid. Yeah, I still, no matter what, I do still prefer the, I still prefer the cold. I think I always will. But Dart, how are you? Hey, redstone! Okay, I do want the redstone. But let's grab the diamond. Wow! Oh my god, 3 diamonds. Alright, I do want all of this redstone. Perfect. so the next thing that I want to do is just seal this up. Okay, wow. All right, so immediately hitting diamond is always a lovely thing. Summer is overrated, but it gives me baseball. Yeah, I used to always say I like the summer when I had access to swimming. I don't have access to swimming at the moment, so, like, I don't know that I care about summer. Because I get to, in the winter, I get to wear, like, all my favorite things. God, I love the ambient Minecrafting. But yeah, for me, it's like, yeah, summer's overrated. I'm okay. I just woke up from a nap. The hot weather knocked me. How are you? Oh my gosh, I hope your nap felt restful, Dart. I'm okay. I'm better than I was yesterday. Like, at the end of stream, I was in a state of like, what the heck is wrong with me? Why do I feel so off? But I feel a little better. I gave myself the morning. Like, I didn't sleep super great anyway. But, I just kind of gave myself the morning and all of that. So it's a new day. And now we're just mining. Okay, I actually do want to mine a little bit. Yeah, let's gently just work our way. Oopsie. Ooh, let's see. Also, hi Lex, the morning is for everyone, you just can't give it to yourself. Oh, Lex. Now I feel like I woke up from a hungover. Where am I? What was the goals for today in Minecraft? So I admit, I'm too tired for goals. I'm kind of kidding. It's mostly just mining, just seeing if we can get diamonds, and mostly to not die. We're on day 24. Energy levels are a little low. I did skip gym this morning to get a little bit of more sleep, because, I didn't sleep super great last night, admittedly. But I still, one of these days, I'm going to take a break from hardcore so I can build. Because I really want to do, like, a big, massive library thing. But I don't know. Haven't done that yet. Not yet. But very soon. Okay. Not dying is a fair goal. Yeah, that's about where my brain is. But I've gotten so far, it's been pretty productive. Like, I got a good amount of redstone, so I want to do, make some, oh, my brain is here, I promise. I'm so out of it. Like the compasses, and maybe get some maps, like cartography stuff going. But I want to make a locator compass, although I just realized, like maps and locator compasses, but I need to, like, yeah, lodestone. I have to figure out how to make lodestone. Because I'd love to make a, I'd love to do some more, like, just open world exploring. Don't hi me! Okay. We'll do one more on each side. Just make a big chunk of diamond room. And I will, like, branch out as well on this side. Let me just carve an opening. So that I know, go here too! Anyway. Fine, hey you, Iron Middle. Be right back at it, girls. Don't die. What's for breakfast? Ooh, what is for breakfast, Lex? Oh, yeah, go get your breakfast. Go eat up. I just had a bowl of granola this morning. after I got my, cleaned out the kitchen, emptied the dishwasher, got my husband's breakfast and lunch going, I just, made myself a bowl of granola and then a cup of tea. I've been, reading Direbound this morning, Dart. But Alex mentioned that he ordered the Mistborn trilogy because it went on sale on Amazon, and that made me really happy. So I've got the trilogy right next to me, and that Pro CD read along like thing that I mentioned yesterday, I'm still really tempted by, and I talked about it with my husband, and he actually thought it was a good idea. You know, pick a book and read to chat, kind of thing. So I don't know. I there's a part of me that just wants to try to make something fun like that happen. So I'll have to think about it, brainstorm it, because that could be good for people who maybe want to do like book club type things but don't have time to read or don't have access to a book, that kind of thing. So if Streamer just read like a chapter at a time, I don't know. That could be fun. It could be, another idea that I had is it could be like the last however minutes of stream, we stop gaming and then switch to reading. And I read out loud something. But I don't know yet. I did some Chinese specialties today, yesterday to celebrate. Oh, I love Lunar New Year. And yeah, your book club will be nice too. We could discuss. Yeah, that would be fun. So Dart, that's super nostalgic. I used to be a part of something called the Confucius Institute, which taught Chinese to Chinese learners, but I was on the music side, so I was taking pipa lessons with a Chinese music professor, and it was so much fun. And I always, for all the big like festival events that happen throughout the year, so the Moon Festival, the Autumn Festival, and then Lunar New Year, I was always a part of like the performing troupe, and I always sang and or played pipa, depending. So I'd play like Molihua on the pipa, or I would sing like a folk song, that kind of thing that a Chinese professor would teach me, and I loved it so much. And so your message just really reminded me of that nostalgia, because it was a big part of my just under like college university days. Was always very invested, very absorbed, and I miss it so much. But yes, happy Lunar New Year. It's a big week for holy days and for like sacred, like spiritual days. So we had the Chinese New Year, the Lunar New Year, and then today is affectionately known as Fat Tuesday or Mardi Gras, or there's so many different ways, or Pancake Tuesday in certain Christian traditions, so the Catholic tradition, and then tomorrow starts Ash Wednesday. Tonight, if I'm not mistaken, I believe is the first sunset of Ramadan as well. So lots and lots of really important like major holidays, like international holidays, and I always, not to be cheesy, but I always think that there's something kind of special when multiple either faiths, spiritualities, religions, pantheons, when they start to intersect, and when holidays start to overlap. I don't know why. I've always thought that was a very special thing. So yeah, it's a vibe. Yes, I think there's some Indian holiday too, Sunday or Monday. Oh really? Ooh. Oh, I feel bad not... I should know. Or I should remember. Is it Indian, like Indian Buddhist, or Indian Hindu? Or Hindi, I should say. Hindu. Oh, yeah, I'll have to do my research. That's pretty awesome, though. That is very awesome. Okay. How many did I do here? 5. Okay. Hindu Mahasivatri. Okay, ooh, if you okay, wow. Good to know. I'm getting a message. What is this? Alright, what am I doing? Wait, am I? Oh, whoops. I didn't mean to put that here. I meant to put it here. Okay, that's more like it. Let me just make sure I'm a little... Alright, be right back, Furbus. Sure thing, Dart. Sure thing. Eerie noise! If it had not captioned eerie noise, I would have thought that was like outside. It's so ambient. Okay. Alright, wow. How am I still getting iron? I really hope this is a good sign. I hope this means, hey, you are hitting a vein of a very ore-rich vein. Is that's also in like real mining, when you have like places that are ore-rich, like this is becoming, what it typically indicates is that there is more happening, so to speak. That you find one ore and odds are you find multiple amalgamations essentially growing in Matrix. But I'm going to take geology brain out of this for a second. But I want to be wishful. I want to be hopeful. Who knows? But you know what? It's fine. Yep, there's more iron. More iron. Wow. Okay. Let's do this. And redstone, thank goodness. Redstone's good. Where we are right now, it'll be nice to just have a good supply of redstone. Oh my god, more! Wow! Oh, it's a joyful day. Wow, so much iron. Yeah, I think we're gonna hit diamond again very, very soon at this rate. Oh my god, look at that. Alright, I want this. Oh, Gas, good morning. How are you? I hope your day has been off to a cozy start. I'm hitting a lot of ore down here. I spaced out while mining and hit bedrock, which is, I guess, kind of fun. But now I'm mining and finding a ton of iron. Which is always nice. I'm just waiting for the vein or veins of diamond to hit. Let's see. Alright, time to grab some of this good stuff. Wow. Oh, yay. So joyful. Alright, I'm gonna nab this. Can't see. Alright. Yeah, I'll probably put that there for now, so I can see a little better. Deep slate is lovely, but whew, does it make everything feel very dark. Dart, welcome back! Oh, yay, more redstone. I love that I get experience for mining redstone. I think that's awesome. It's like, yay, I'm being rewarded for finding a shiny thing that in and of itself is rewarding. I don't know. It's just, it's fun. I do actually remember, because I'm still thinking about the reading thing, that one of the first ever streamers I followed used to do bedtime stories. So he would go live late at night and then just read a story to chat. And his chat was really into it. And he often just read, I think it was like, often there were kids' books, but it was such a vibe. And he had a very, like, calm, like, he had the perfect, like, reading voice as well. So, I don't know. I'm like very, very tempted. Wow. 5 diamonds. That's so special. Alright, let's just break this wall down. Day 25. Jeez, more iron. Wow. I'll take it. Just keep breaking chunks out of the wall. Okay. Wow, 27 things of iron. Like, 27 chunks of iron. That's pretty impressive, if I'm being honest. Okay. This has been a very satisfying mining run, I will say. If only just because, the amount of ore proportionate to how much I've mined has been honestly really good. It's not usually this giving, or it has not been this giving, but I don't know. What do I want to do? Just one more chunk of wall and then we'll head back up. Alright. So, let's head back up. Oh, wow. Quite a bit of progress. Okay. Forgot about all this, admittedly. All the rerouting I've had to do because of open cave. Check on. The heck? I definitely had that closed off. That looks like Enderman. That's not good. Okay, let me just check and make sure there's nothing. I have definitely closed that off. Okay. Oh dear God. That's actually a good thing. This will probably be a room that I might start using these halls as like storage. All the things. Every single thing. Ooh, that wheat farm's looking pretty good. Oh, jeez. Okay. You know what, let's, I'll make a few compasses. What? Alright. Carry that. And this, no, this upper chest here, I'm gonna take all the non-maxed out stuff and shift it to the next. So while we're at it, 6. We'll do this. That way this chest is nice and full. Okay, and then this chest we start with the incomplete stuff. Just slowly but surely build our way to completion. Okay, that should do. Oh wow, because of the amount of mining, I'm gonna have to make a new iron pickaxe soon. Wow! Okay then. That's cool. Not the intent. Alright, pretty soon this is gonna be full. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and grab the one, two, three, okay, 4. And this will be the limit. But for now, we'll, just plant what we've got. The nice thing with these wheat farms is as you plant them, it really does, multiply fast. So I don't think I want to make the wheat farm any bigger. I don't want a big, like, monstrosity, but what we have so far should ensure that we're set for a while as far as farming goes. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, good. Okay. Oh, what's this? Suspicious stew. Oh, jeez. That's funny. Fletching table. What the heck does that do? Glass pane. There we go. Save that. Okay. That's a great amount of iron. Okay, now I can make the compass. Okay. I think I'll make 2 compasses. And then a cartography table. Yeah, we'll make a cartography table. That's not a lot of, Alright, stick that right there for now. I'm thinking, although, actually, no, I don't want that there, because this will be good for chests. I actually think I'll stick it right here. I'm gonna get more paper. Yeah, let's grab more paper. Okay, this is fantastic. Okay, perfect. Alright, so we just keep growing, and we still have a decent amount to make paper and all that good stuff. So every time we, ooh, you know what? I'm gonna get a little distracted. I want those glow bushes. I want them near my base. Yeah. There we go. That's yay. Okay, and then what do we have? All right, paper time. Just gonna type this in. We're gonna need a lot of paper for this. I'm gonna make 2 compasses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Nice. Perfect. And then map plus map plus, and then the last level. Excellent. All right, so put the paper away. And then, how do I make chiseled? Just want to see what happens here. Okay, perfect. Okay. Chiseled stone. Do I need an anvil, like a stone cutter? Okay, maybe we make a stone cutter. All right. This is great. For breakfast, is breakfast style burritos with scrambled eggs, sausage, ground beef, peppers, onions, and cheddar. That sounds amazing, Lex. That sounds like a very nice, high protein breakfast. God, that sounds so good. I hope you're enjoying that. Yeah, eat up, eat well, needless to say. Alright, we will be adventuring in no time, and I'm very excited about this. Okay. Heck yeah! Alright, and then, so now the lodestone is perfect. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Oh my god, that makes me so happy. Alright, where's my compass? I did it! I did it! Oh my god! Zane, welcome in. Good morning. Alex, good morning to you too. Ooh, Alex, I, have something. So, you might appreciate that I've got my own trilogy box set here. It's been sitting, like, on my nightstand, waiting to be read, but I think after our chat yesterday, first and foremost, yeah, you have it too. First and foremost, have you started reading it? And then, I guess my other... Okay, so the crosshair. Perfect. Alright, we just made a compass and we've got a locator map, so life is glorious. Oh, hey, I have that. But welcome in, Zane. I hope you're having a good morning. Alex, I hope you're having a good morning. Alex, how are you enjoying Mistborn? Okay. Alright, and now, okay. So, let's make, just want to make a couple of little things. Food related items. I'm gonna go ahead and put here. So basically making a little fridge. That's not food. That's not food. This sure is. Okay, and then leather and bone we'll put here. And then that way we've got a bundle. Why do I always end up with random, like, gravel? What's up with that? Let's see. What do we have here? Read the first pages. I'm hooked already. Start telling people I'm reading it. Yay! Good! Already things are looking... I had... Mistborn is a great... if you're looking to get back to reading, I honestly think Mistborn is a great way. We're all gamers, so we all enjoy fantasy. Vortex, good morning. Or, well, happy time zone. I just realized I don't know if it's morning where you are, but I hope you're having a good day and hope you're well. I was reading after work a tiny bit too and fell asleep, which is why I'm late today. You're fine. Oh my gosh, you're fine. It's good to see you. I'm so happy you're reading Mistborn. But you starting Mistborn is compelling me to get started reading it as well. I'm hooked on... There are 2 books right now that really have my interest. I cycle between a bunch of reading, but one of them is that book I've been reading, How to Survive a Horror Story. It is so good. It's like reading a Zero Escape novel, or like reading something like Zero Escape, like with the escape room style fiction, plus like if you put all the the Clue board game and turn that into a book, but rather than solving a murder, you're trying to escape. Oh yeah, it's morning. I'm an hour ahead Eastern. Tongue-tied. An hour ahead of Eastern time. Gotcha. Yeah, it's Eastern here, so we're in the heart of mid-morning. Yay! Oh, Zane, 7 stream streak. Wow, I can't talk this morning. What's up with that? I like the streak thing. It's nice that Twitch actually gave that to everybody. Unlike moments, I really wanted moments, but I'm not gonna whine about that. But yay, yay! Alex, I'm so happy you're reading Mistborn. Yeah, I'll have to properly dive into it soon. But yeah, I was talking earlier about doing because ProCD's announced that um he's reading to his like viewers on uh Patreon. And now I kind of want to do that too. Or like I remember a streamer a decade ago would read bedtime stories to his chat. Faded, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. I hope your morning is off to an easy and just cozy start all around. Oh, the geese are so cute. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I kind of just now I just like, oh, I just want to read to my chat. I'll read Fairy Smut. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to read Fairy Smut to chat. But I don't know. Stranger things have happened, right? I don't think I could take that seriously. But we could do something like end stream by reading like a Sherlock Holmes short story. Because those are pretty fast. They're only, what, like 10 pages long per story? Because they're shorts. Because the original, I have the complete Sherlock Holmes collection. But they were printed in like literary magazines. So people would follow them by like, oh, you know, did you read the latest Sherlock Holmes? That kind of thing. And now they're compiled. Oh, it's so tempting. Oh my god, it's so tempting. But, yeah. Thank you, Faded. Thank you. Zane, I totally need to read more mystery. How to Survive a Horror Story is kind of straddling the cusp between quote-unquote horror, like haunted house horror, and comedy to me. It's hilarious, but there is like a mystery component of what the hell's going on and why is our like Jigsaw character, what is motivating him to do the things, like to trap all these people in this like haunted house, that kind of thing. So I wonder if you'd like it. It's mystery adjacent. Riley Sager and Katie. Oh, I need to check both of those out. I have not read a Riley Sager. The thing is, Riley Sager's on my radar. I know a lot of people who read. Hendrix I'm not super familiar with. I used to read those Gecko detective books, like Gas, that's awesome. My husband read Hardy Boys as a kid. Like, I never did, even though like they would have totally been up my street. I think if I had been exposed to those. I read like R.L. Stine. I read like Goosebumps, and I read Animorphs. I read a lot of stuff as a kid. I love Sager. He's really good. A lot of twists and turns. Yeah, when I said Riley, because Riley's a gender neutral name, like, ooh, don't assume their gender. But thank you for the clarification. Draw me a tarot card. Yeah, you've got it. Oh, it's so nice. It's so nice to have everybody like along and hanging out and vibing. It's been a cozy morning, but it really does feel like a party when like all the regulars are in chat and vibing. Don't mind me. I'm being cheesy. I'm having some kind of offness that I think is Hendrix's. Yeah. I have not read any Hendrix either. Most of my reading is these days in epic fantasy, high fantasy, and the quote-unquote romantasy. That's been the bulk, but I'm trying to like expand, and you know what I found? I've not needed to take notes to remember detail. Yeah, good writing should feel streamlined, like you should be able to read it cover to cover. Alex, I'm so happy for you. So this is a tarot card from the Fairy Tarot deck for Gas. Oh, ooh. Okay, Gas, this is a lovely, very wholesome card. It's showing a mature couple. You've got the Four of Spring, and it's just a seemingly mature fairy couple in dance. In very, like, regal, like, ballroom dance. Like, very elegant, very classy. I've not gotten in romance fantasy, but I'm working on writing one. Oh, really? I recommend you explore some titles just to know what's in that, like what is, I mean, I don't know if you're like writing for fun or writing to publish, but check out what's out there and like what sort of like genre tropes, expectations, that sort of thing. There's a lot of really good fantasy romance. So, Gas, your description is, be grateful, you have much to celebrate. Deep feelings of peace and happiness. Aw, a contented personal life. Well, isn't it nice? Oh, look, Vortex is also on a 7 stream streak, just like Zane. Yay! I'm mostly writing for fun because I take a lot of my favorite. I take a lot from my favorite. Ooh, Zane, what are your favorite fantasy series? Oh, that's awesome. Fantasy is kind of my world. Heard, quit my job, find my wife, and take her dancing. Aww, that's wholesome. That's really wholesome. Oh, I love that there are a lot of people in chat who write. Oh, that's a good thing. That's a lovely thing. His Dark Materials by Philip Pullman. Okay. Wow. Aw. Yay. What am I doing? Oh. I think before I go off on a grand adventure, I'm working on a fantasy romance right now about a thief and a lord's daughter who were friends as children. I read it, changed my life, not a romance, but coming of age story. Gotcha. Gotcha. Oh, yes, that sounds exactly like the sort of story that's up my street, of the things that I tend to read. My current fantasy romance that has me hooked right now is Direbound. And I've talked about it before. There's a lot of... So Direbound is like... The tropes in it. It's kind of military academy. There's a lot of political intrigue. There's a lot of... I don't know what the endgame romance is going to be yet. I'm completely blind to it because there are right now a couple of different love interests. One of them's being set as a kind of like enemies or the two characters can't stand each other. The other one is showing up as a love interest, but there's some weird stuff going on, and that's compelling. And I remember I complained about there being like an explicit like a smut scene within 50 pages, and I was not super happy about that. But I'm starting to understand, even though I wouldn't do it myself, I'm starting to understand why that scene is there, because the author's throwing wrenches in the character relationships and dynamics, and it's made it very like, oh, what you think is there may not be so there, and there's a lot of rockiness. But then the political landscape surrounding it, so there's like an economic disparity where there's a poverty class and an elite class, and you're getting the story told from a character who comes from like the poorest of the poor. And I love how angry and resentful I don't know why, it's very fascinating to read. She's in a position where she's suddenly around the nobility and she can't stand the nobility. And so it's it's a very fascinating read. I think that my experience with writing for video games helped me with remembering written details. Writing will do that, Alex, in the story. I'd really like to discuss in a book club the things I've already taken from the little reading I've done to maybe help improve my own writing. Oh my gosh! Oh yeah, okay, so we really need to do this. I took one character Pullman killed off, who was my favorite, and I made him into the... Oh, Zane, yay! Yeah, sometimes it's nice to do that. When authors piss us off by killing off our beloveds. It's nice to be like, no, I'm gonna resurrect you, and you're gonna be very much alive. Reading helps to improve writing. Yes, it does, Dart. It is absolutely a must to read if you're going to write seriously. I mean, everybody can write. Everyone can write. But if you want to write well, you must read. If you read the series, you know who it is. I will put that on my radar. There's so much good, there's so much good fiction out there, and I'm in a state where it's like, I don't have enough lifespan to read all the books in the world, and it's like a horrifying and kind of hilarious thought. If I ever publish, I want to make a romance, conceptual understanding. Yeah, there are a lot of authors these days who are pushing, so there's a genre called dark romance, and sometimes it's fantasy and sometimes it's just, we put the word dark to mean that we're going to include assault and non-con, meaning non-consensual stuff. And I'm not going to lie, I believe that stories, the intention behind the stories matters. And sometimes authors, they write, so this is me only playing devil's advocate. My comfort level, I tend to not like non-con depicted. But some authors say, I'm doing this for victims as a way of but I read a contemporary romance, which was not supposed to be dark. and there was a non-con in it that made me like stop reading the book. I'm like, nope, I can't romanticize this, because this, when it actually happens, is one of the most terrifying things ever. But yeah, I like your idea. Consensual, understanding, and healthy. I try to avoid dark romance like the plague. I don't blame you, Zane. There's some dark romance I'll read where if it doesn't enter the non-con zone, but it's just like two characters who are really kind of traumatized and messed up and learning to figure each other out, that can be kind of fascinating. As long as it's not glorifying like abuse. That's where I kind of draw the line. That part of my point yesterday, if I wanted to my writing to be taken seriously, I must engage with the series work of others. Yeah, and honestly, Brandon Sanderson, the author of Mistborn, is one of the best places if you want to write like really well. He is a masterclass in good storytelling, and maybe I'll link his YouTube channel, because the man is hilarious in the best possible way. He's so smart. He's one of us. Definitely one of us, for lack of a better way to put it. He's very nerdy. He's very, like, excitable. And he's just brilliant. He's an eloquent speaker, but, you know, he is very socially, clearly very, like, socially introverted. I've been putting the guy's POV, where he is a bit humanized and he's not objectifying anyone. That's, oh my god, Zane, that sounds wonderful. Some authors sometimes do not take into consideration the genre they're trying to write, and they think that pushing boundaries and making it worse will make the story better, but most of the time it doesn't. Yeah. My hub's favorite out there of all time is Sanderson. Really? Oh my gosh. Can you tell me, do you know what, like, which story, like, what, which series, which books? I've been reading, Zane, the Way of Kings. So the first book of the Stormlight Archive. He's read them, really. Sanderson's written a lot. That's amazing. I have Tress of the Emerald Sea. I've got the completed Mistborn. I think that's all for my Sanderson collection. Oh, I've got the first 3 books of the Stormlight Archive. I think his latest book was the 5th book in the Stormlight Archive, the name of which is forgetting me. I'm forgetting the name of it, but book 5 came out like a year ago. And he's got a lot. He's an impressively prolific writer, and his books, like those Stormlight Archives books, are massive. They're quite amazing. Keb's bought me Mistborn, and I'm reading. Oh, you're reading Mistborn too. Okay, Alex just started reading it. He's about 30 pages in. I have Mistborn. I will probably, yeah. Okay, so peer pressure. Chat has won me over. I'll be starting Mistborn soon. I think that's a must. I'm also reading Witchcraft for Wayworld Girls. Oh, you know, okay, that book has been on my, like, radar for, okay, book club, oh my god. Do we need to do a book club now? Like, oh my gosh. Okay, yeah. This, yes, we need to do a book club. Oh boy. Oh, this is exciting. Oh my god. I've always wanted to do a book club. I did them a couple of years ago. I did one for Circe by Madeline Miller, and that was honestly kind of a success. That was kind of a success. It was definitely a success. And then I did one for the Cloisters, but that there were a lot of people reading and enjoying it, but when I did a book club, I did it under Just Chatting, and it brought a lot of weirdos to stream, and then kind of derailed. But wow. Okay, this is exciting. This is really fun. Yeah, I'll have to jump into Mistborn properly soon then. I was reading Lord of the Rings trilogy and blogging about it, but I was the only one. Aw, yeah. Sometimes it's hard to get people reading. If they're not already readers, it sometimes can be kind of hard to get people, like, reading. I don't know if you've had that, experience. But we've got a lot of people who are enthusiastically consuming consuming stories, so yeah. I'm just kind of fooling around. Lord of the Rings would honestly make for great book club material. I read a lot. Yeah, me too. Oh my gosh, yay. Yeah, I do a lot of reading. While I haven't been feeling super great, I will admit I've been reading to distract from the discomfort. What do we have? I read a lot about religion. Oh, really? Aw. That's great. Oh. I've no more time to read since I've just been writing a lot in world building. Oh, I did want to get better at writing, so I decided I must read. I'm so happy to hear that, Alex. And I'm glad that you're thinking in that mindset of you must read in order to write well. 'Cause it is important, and not everybody really is fully attuned to that, which, to each their own, but it is a great frame of mind, and it will set you up for... I mean, honestly, I think it sets you up, if reading, especially critical reading, really does set you up for just bigger brain. The way that reading stimulates the mind in a positive way, it really does make the brain sharper. And I don't know, it's nice to have... Yeah, it's a good thing. I did want to get about... yes, I'm a bit of a nerd. Pullman has a lot of religious symbolism in his books. See, that makes me very, intrigued. I will say. That's always... pop lit can be a lot of fun, but there's something to be said for... Ooh, you know what you should read, Zane? Are you familiar with R.F. Kuang? Catabasis came out. It's her latest publication. And that book is it's kind of a modern nod to Dante's Inferno. And it's a bit of absurdist fiction. It's on the literary fiction side. But the premise behind Catabasis, and I really liked this. I was compelled by the story because it's R.F. Kuang kind of grappling with some academic trauma, and having been an academic, I kind of could relate a lot to that premise. I won't get into details, spare everyone the sob stories, but I share that because it does have a lot of, she will quote academic treatises and source material that covers the scope of religion and philosophy and any perspectives on so-called hell. Since the premise of the story is these two PhD students they cast a ritual, an occult ritual. They cast a spell, essentially, to visit hell while they're still alive in order to rescue their recently deceased professor, because they need, they're working on their, PhD dissertations and applying to jobs, and they need his recommendations. So the premise is hilarious. But laced in between are all these... Well, historically, this was how, for example, Paradise Lost and Milton, depicted the idea or the dichotomy between heaven and hell, and they'll even quote, all sorts of things. So it's a very intellectual read. I read it a couple months ago. I absolutely loved it. And if you're interested in that kind of thing, where the fiction is interwoven with the philosophy... oh my gosh, yes. The book, I can get you an Amazon link. It's Catabasis by... R.F. Kuang. Let me get you the Amazon link to it. R.F. Kuang is amazing. She's so bright. She's just a brilliant mind. Come on. Let me get that for you. It's just delightful. Copy link. I love books that explore. Yeah, I think you would like this one. But yeah, I recommend it. And actually, that one would be a really good, that would be, in my opinion, a really good book club book. Because it's very intellectual. Very, very intellectual. R.F. Kuang is very ballsy. She dares to discuss things that no one else is discussing. And dares to be extremely uncomfortable about it. So, I recommend not only Catabasis. Catabasis is her latest book, but she's written a lot of phenomenal pieces. The Poppy War trilogy is heavy. It's very heavy. It's military fiction, historic fiction. It's speculative. I need to read Babel which was kind of her, for the longest time ever, it was her magnum opus, and arguably still is. I mean, some people debate, is it that or Poppy War? Babel is supposed to be really, really good, and I've got that on the list of books I really want to read. It's very, very dense. I think it's easy to read because I started it a while back, but it's one of those books that has footnotes and all this kind of stuff. And then the one that I completely vibed with is called Yellowface, which is also straddles the cusp between horror and comedy, but it's not supernatural horror. It's the premise that these two friends, who are authors, they went to Yale together, and one of them became a brilliant, like, prolific writer. And when that character dies, suddenly the friend, who's kind of resentful and jealous, gets access to an unpublished, unfinished manuscript that her successful friend wrote, and then it goes all downhill from there. It's an anti-hero story, and a lot of people hate that protagonist. I didn't, but I won't say too much because if Yellowface is something that you might pick up, I do not want to say anymore. But I loved that book so much. But yeah, Catabasis, I think, Zane, I recommend it. Based on what you're describing to me and the kinds of books you like, I think you would like Catabasis. And some of the, like, philosophical excerpts, and the sort of, like, academic essays that are interwoven in, I don't think it's inaccessible. I think it's a very accessible story. It gets accused of being quote unquote pretentious, but I don't agree with that. As someone who is actually an academic, like, she writes very accessible, and she brings, if anything, she brings very academic, rigorous subjects and presents them in a way that it still retains that rigor, that academic rigor, but isn't inaccessible to a reader who may not have the academic background. So I think she's phenomenal in that regard. And the philosophy, the religion, the history of religion that is explored is very in-depth. So, I don't know, I hope you enjoy it. I really do. And then it's funny as all hell. Like, I won't, no spoilers, but one of the earliest scenes, the two characters are in hell and they're both, like, headbutting, and then they meet a pair of anxious undergraduates who died in some freak accident, and the undergraduates are in, like, a kind of purgatory, and they're still anxious and fretting and freaking, and it's funny. It's so funny. But I'm not going to say any more. I won't say any more. I'll let you explore that on your own. Yeah. Yay. Excuse me. Okay. Ooh, let's make some more chiseled stone. I love having a stone cutter. Okay. I love that I can just, like, recommend books. That makes my, and vice versa, when you guys recommend books for me to read as well, that just always makes my day. Okay. Ooh, we got a wheat seed. May as well plant that, and then I'm going to also, Hey, look at that! Okay, I think the bed is on this side. There we go. Oh, I kind of like the slight asymmetry. I'm not gonna lie, I think it's fun. Alright. Yay! Oh my gosh, yay! Alright, Whew. I will be very, very quickly just stepping out briefly. Be right back. well, I'm back. Oh, all this like book conversation just so joyful. Um, is anyone in here familiar with the app Fable? Probably after stream I'll read more to. Yay! Oh my gosh! Well, that's awesome. Yeah, I will warn. I will start Mistborn soon. I may be a little slow on it just because I'm working my way through other books. So what I tend to do is I tend to start multiple books. I think the internet calls it vibes reading, where I'll start like 10 books. I'm not even exaggerating, and then I'll fixate on a couple for a few days, and I'll switch books. I'll kind of jump between books. I'm gonna do a bulk of my reading on the weekend. Well, yay! Be right back. Sure thing, Zane. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's super exciting. But I think I do want to, yeah, I gotta think about some stuff for sure. Alright, let me get the boat out really quickly. And then, we did a little bit of mapping. I don't want to go too far. But I at least do want to get some of this map just carved out. I mean, if you only had to read one genre book-wise, what would that be? Oh, that's so hard. Especially, it's funny that you asked that because I'm like, I need to expand my horizons and read more. The first gut says fantasy, like all fantasy. I think that would be, if I had to, like, someone was like, you could only read one, it would probably be fantasy. But, okay, so this is good. I want to get all this on the map really quickly. Oh, there's stone up here. Okay, it's stone and gravel. But how about you, Dart? If you only had to read one genre, what would that be? Huh. Well, I know that I've definitely been here, because that silly little configuration is definitely something that I would do. Alright. Ooh. How about that? Dark fantasy, probably not the dark type though, or super body horror. A mix of Lovecraftian and... Yeah, no, I know what you mean. No, dark fantasy's lovely. There is something to be said for good fantasy in general. It's actually... Aha. Okay. I don't want to get crazy spun around, but there's a lot of good ore here that will be good to just replenish. Wow. Wow, lots of really good ore. Okay, this was a good idea. And there's iron up ahead that I would like to nab. Yes. Perfect. All right, good stuff. around all of this. But speaking of books, I might go back to, while I'm reading, I was reading, having a fun time with it, but Life Be Lifing, and I didn't finish it yet. Oh, no, I know that feeling. Yeah, I finally went back to, so this is gonna sound a little silly, but it's, I'm not gonna explain the lack of logic. I was reading, when we were still in Pennsylvania, I started and got halfway through a wonderful, kind of haunted house, spooky horror book called Starling House, which I really was vibing with and really enjoyed. But our last couple of months in Pennsylvania got a little bit weird. And our house did start to feel, for lack of a better way to put it, it did kind of start to feel haunted. So, and I don't care how funny that sounds, but I stopped reading it for a while. Okay. See, I don't have to kill the sheep. I can just shear them. Good time. Everybody's happy. Sometimes they give 3 chunks, though. So I stopped reading it, and then with the move, I got so busy that the only books I was reading were books that I could read on my Kindle, because I had to pack all my books away, which was a little sad. But long story short, it meant that I wasn't reading hardcover books, because they were all put away and in boxes. And where am I going with this? Eventually, now, Streamer was already in the immersion with the house. Yeah, it was one of those, I'm reading about a house and experiencing very similar things in the house that I was staying in. So I was like, I need to put this away, and I was like mentally drained. Our last move really hit hard. It took me like 3 months to recover from our last move and really feel like I was myself again. It was just miserable, but, I feel a lot better, so I'm finding, like, I really want to go back to this. So I kind of skimmed, just kind of took the big bullet points, and I'm reading that just slowly back into it. So by slowly, I mean I read, like, 1 chapter every, like, 4 or 5 days. Because I am focused on that, How to Survive a Horror Story and Direbound, are the 2 things that have my interest the most. Okay, so alright. Maybe we do a little mining before we do any further exploring. Yeah, maybe that's our... Oh, that was a horse, and like, what is out there? I don't want to speak too soon, but it has... Ooh, it's getting late. But it has been nice that we haven't seen pillagers yet. Oh, we can watch the sunset from the window. Aw. But, like, watch I sleep, wake up, and then there are pillagers all around, so I don't want to jinx it. But... yeah, this is why I wanted... Now I've got fireflies in my house. That's why I wanted them, like, right along the walls. Because they're, like, in the house. And I love that. Yeah, plus you've been moving a lot, so it's understandable when I'm doing that, too, with Daughter's War. Oh, 1 chapter before bed and during the day while plotting and writing. While writing the other day, I came up on the fact that writing dialogues wasn't being natural. Oh, writing dialogue, good dialogue, is very hard. It is incredible how hard it is to write good dialogue. Oh, you know what I just realized? I want to cook potatoes. Let's cook some potato. Because baked potato is a great source of food. It's taking a sweet time. There we go. Oops. That was not, I assure you, that was not my intention. Okay, now I've got baked potatoes. No, the fridge. Potatoes! Boil them, mash them. Yeah, I usually want people to be able to relate and feel that the characters, even if fictional, might be like someone in real life. Yeah, yeah. No, it's a very difficult thing. Another thing that is challenging is getting your characters to sound different, so to speak differently. That way you when you're reading the characters, it's like, oh, these are different people speaking and they're, that kind of thing. That's a super challenging to do really, really well. Alright, we'll do a little bit of mining. I like potatoes. Yes, getting the tone right for each of them. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's one of the hardest things. And you can only really get better by just practicing. By just doing it and doing it and doing it. Okay, I'm gonna check on this. Okay. Wow. Okay, just making sure this is all still intact. And then... heading back down into, Diamond Land. I'm just doing a little more diamond mining. Although my poor iron pickaxe is on its last legs. But this is why I'm not mining with the iron pickaxes, is really trying to save them, because with ore-rich, spaces like this one has been, I don't want to run out of my iron, since that's a little bit harder to find. It's not as, prevalent as, say, like the copper and stone and similar have been. Maybe we chisel a little bit out of this room first and then go back to the other. Ah. 6, 7, okay. Actually, let's wait on this and then put one here. There we go. Wondered when that was gonna happen. Okay. I may just kind of flip back and forth between the rooms. So I think the other room was I was starting to hit all the good veins of ore, so I may go back to that one, but I don't know yet. Alright, yeah, let's head back to the other room, and then, they're so pretty. I just want to make, like, little, I don't know, get wholesomely sidetracked. A bit. But if we can get just enough diamonds, it will make exploration feel a little safer, because I'm having the itch to just, like, get on the boat and fill out that map, but, we'll see. Should wait and see. You know what would be nice is, if you have the different things that you can make, that you use wood to make, things, so like beds, chests, it'd be nice to see, like, the beds, the chests, all the wooden things, kind of like with building houses, to see them colored depending on the type of wood. So for example, if I make chests out of, like, the cherry wood, the chests would be pink. Or the beds would be pink if they were made out of the cherry wood. And that would be something that I think would be really, really fun to see in an update. I don't know. I'm sure there's a mod for it, I would imagine. It's like the, PG, or, never mind. It's like, if you can think of it, is there a mod for it? That kind of thing. That would be neat. That would be so neat. A mod for what? Basically, if you use craft items, wooden items with a specific type of wood, that you, kind of see that. So if I craft a chest, for example, with, cherry wood, the chest would be pink. Yeah, there's mods. I kind of figured. But that would be really fun. There's a lot of wall to get through. Okay. I may take a, whew, excuse me, voice crack. I may take a little break from mining. And maybe just do some light, safe exploring. I'm just scared too, because the last time I've been exploring, I did have full diamond armor, and even that wasn't enough. And so I just don't want, like, a situation where I encounter skeletons and then lose my run. Out of Minecraft contest, has Silson played the Neo series? He has not, but I think that's on one of the games that he wants to record. But actually, come to think, I probably shouldn't make the assumption, because he's played a lot of games, and not all of them I'm even, fully aware of what he's played. We recently created a family account on Steam, and I still have not even checked out his full library, so he may have. I'll ask him. I will definitely have to ask him. Because he is, oh my gosh, he has played so many different games, and I'm forever in awe, admittedly. Because he's so good at a lot of different titles. Okay, this is, like, stupid, but I love it. Like that. I have to figure out, I think I may want to just keep carving wall, because there's a part of me that's like, well, what if there's diamond back here? But I'll head back up, I think. I will head back up in a bit, but 2 diamonds in the walls, yeah, right? Yeah, that's exactly. It's like, oh, I'm going on an aesthetic tangent, but there could be diamonds. That's the thing with strip mining, is you just never know. But when we get a little more, we need diamonds in order to do a little more open exploration, but in order to do that, we need diamond armor. The only way you can get it is with diamonds, so it's like that circle of, I'd love to go cave diving, but okay. That's alright, though. Alright, let's head back. So, something I can do, actually, is maybe take those. In a moment, I think I will move the torch one last time and put it in a little divvy right here. Oh, yeah, this is why we, because there's more ore to be had. Alright, so, nab that, and then stick the torch there. Wow. fancy. So dumb. But it's okay. Alright, and then I could signal to myself that I, maybe want to start going in a straight line again. My OBS doing? OBS chat keeps refreshing. There's no issues though. Thankfully no issues. It's so goofy. Oh my god, it looks so silly, but you know what? It's fine. Alright. I'll head back up. When this axe is destroyed and this wall is complete, whatever happens, I will head back up. That was gonna happen. But I'll finish this wall and then set up a torch for some... Keep our light levels up. Make sure nothing spawns in the mine. Yeah, that should do it. And then this will be our path forward. It's fancy. I don't know. I'm excited. Okay. One square room and one not so square room. Neblet, Eshward, welcome on in. Welcome on in. Booties, welcome in. Good morning. How are you? Okay, there is depth, so there is an Enderman around, so I knew I wasn't crazy. Booties, I hope your day is off to a cozy and lovely start. I'm pissed. Oh no! My phone stopped working last night, and Google's giving me the runaround. I've been to 3 different shops this morning, and none will help me. I'm about to just buy a new phone. Oh my god, that sucks. Oh my god. That's obnoxious. I'm so sorry to hear that. But other than that, it's good. Oh, it sounds stressful. Yeah, that's frustrating. Right, where are you from? I live in the United States. Alright. Okay. Why do you want to know? That's like, why do you want to know where I'm from originally? That's a little weird. I share that information with regulars after a time, but like... Alright. Okay. There we go. I hope it gets better too. I am from planet Earth. Yeah, that's a good answer. That's a good answer. Okay. What do we want to do today? Yeah, let's avoid certain topics. Yeah, that's a little weird. You're from Florida? Oh, I like lived a lot of my life in Florida. Anyway. Ooh, actually, let's do a thing really quickly. Get rid of the... I need to make a composter. I just realized. I really should make a composter for this, Oh, happy Lunar New Year to you as well. We were actually talking about that earlier. Yeah, it is the Lunar New Year. There's a lot of major holidays, at this time of year that are overlapping, which is kind of cool. Okay. All right. Yeah, I think I'm gonna make a composter. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Perfect. And I'll set that, and put it right here. Alright. This is good. Aw, that's too bad. Alright. Firefox! Welcome in! How was stream? I know you were playing more Arceus and more Hello Kitty. So I hope it was a really lovely time. And did you, are you making more progress on the shiny Pokedex? Alright, we've got Rakukaberry, Convict Ham. Welcome in. Welcome in. I hope you're all doing wonderfully. And Wolf, oh my gosh, Wolf's here. I know where we're all gonna be in like an hour. Welcome in. Oh my gosh, it's so good to see everyone. Yeah, how was your stream? Got one more shiny today. Just need 3 more. Oh my gosh, what shiny did you get today? Yay, that's awesome. Okay, so I'm gonna just kind of mess around a little. Yeah, whatever. A second shiny Shieldon for its evolution, Bastiodon. Wow, oh my god. I don't know, I don't think I even know what shiny Shieldon looks like. That's pretty awesome. Okay. It's good to have you here. If you need raiders, welcome in. If you need to raid and run, please take care of you. First and foremost, take care of your health. Get your food, get whatever you need. It's lovely to see everyone. Ooh, I got iron. There we go. I've just been fooling around, trying to safely fool around, we'll put it that way, in Minecraft, and I think it's going well. I don't want to speak too soon, but I'd like to think it's going well. We'll see. For those who are new to the channel, right now I'm currently hyperfixated on Minecraft, but I play in a very relaxed manner, meaning I'm just doing survival. Are they runs? They're like survival strolls, like a survival walk through the park, where I just aim to survive. The threshold is 100 days. I'm trying to survive more than 133 days, because my personal best is I've survived 133 days in hardcore Minecraft, and so why not go for more than 133? It's very relaxed, it's very chilled. This is vanilla solo hardcore, so it's yeah. I'll take the bundle with me, I think. Convict! My earliest runs, multiple times I died to creepers. Multiple times. I recently died to a creeper. It just, it was one of those things where I was just building my base, and it walked in as I was building, blew everything up, and I didn't have armor, so it was a one-shot, and it was kind of glorious. So far no, but she did die to one, yeah. I died to quite a few. In a bit, I think I want to do some, well, we're getting to the end of stream, so I'm gonna call it shortly. But, yeah. I blanked out, I'm sorry. A reset! Yes! But I do want to do some exploration. I'm just in that conundrum of, should I be exploring right now, or should I try to keep grinding for diamonds? The latest death! Clap, we won! Yes, oh my gosh, yeah, that clip. That was a beautiful death. Hilariously unfortunate and very beautiful. I don't think that one I was not even mad about. I was like, well, you know, the fate of the universe is, something or other. I don't know. I don't even know. Excuse me. So sorry. But maybe we start the day with a little, donking around. What if we just did that? So, what if I put my boat down and then just went in a direction? Because that's what we do. There's a little bit of a chaos. Oh, shoot, I forgot about that. Okay. Alright. Take 2. Chaos. That's a really good clip. Haha, that's jokes. Aw. Yeah, we have a... It's a vibe. There's a whole lot of nonsense that happens. I don't know. I think vanilla Minecraft is full of some of the best nonsense. Ooh. Let's check for some ore here. So there's good ore already. Every now and then we get really lucky. I'll grab some of this, the coal. Just cause. I just can't believe that I had a creeper, a glorious creeper death like that. This in Aura's top. Aww. Oh, his creeper moment. I at once both feel really bad for him and also find it endlessly entertaining. His creeper death. And I felt so bad too because, you know, I think he was getting into the groove and the momentum. I don't know if Minecraft is a game that he vibed with, but I selfishly do want to see more Minecraft content from him. Or I'd hope that would be the case, but I know he will only play, he probably won't go back to it. And that's fine. Fine and fair and honestly completely understandable. But... Alright. Oh, hey, look, it's raining. Okay. But it was such a good time. Because I do really enjoy watching people who are very, truly new to the game play. You know what? Yeah, I do actually think the coal is worth it. Just because it's so easy to go through the coal so fast in this game. Could get him to play Hytale, but that would be a lot. Aw, yeah. Well, the thing is, so when he was doing those, raffles for the 24-hour stream, I mean, I was asleep for them, but when I was awake, I did try to enter the raffles, because I admit, I would have just voted, I would have voted for Minecraft, or, put in, but, yeah. Alright, yeah, this is worth it. So much coal, look at that. But Crosscode seems interesting. It reminds me of an old JRPG I played, of all things, on my phone. A decade ago. But it seems like it's good. I didn't really have any, the pirate game, the Shantae, I didn't really have any opinions on that one, just because it was just kind of, okay. Didn't like or dislike. It was just fun watching him play it, but it wasn't a game that made me go, oh, I want to play ooh, Iron. It wasn't a game that made me go, ooh, I really want to play this. But I don't know. Watching him play that walking simulator game was really funny. Though, I already forgot the name. because there's so many different ones. I keep wanting to be like, it's not getting over it. Maybe it is, and I've just forgotten. But I don't remember. Ooh, is there anything good for me here? Sometimes you find a lot of good ore that's just sitting out in these like stone islands. Sometimes. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna go for a little longer. Yesterday I was feeling really not well. I forgot the title too, but it's funny when he gets oh my gosh, yeah, the Steam, the random Steam gay days. It feels like these days, each time he rolls for a random Steam game, there's always one, like, really questionable, like, title. His reactions to them are really funny. But yeah, it's wild. It's wild the amount of, like, TOS games there are, too. It's funny, but it's like, oh my god. Are there really that many people looking for, like, thirsty anime, like, games? It's not my place to judge. Shoot! Oh, that scared me. It was just a Discord. I think I need to, like, silence my phone when I don't have my phone silenced right now because my, husband's doing some work and I want to be on standby in case he needs me to pull a book off the library shelves. The only random Steam game picked but couldn't play. The one he randomly... Yeah, I tried to do the random Steam game. I kid you not, the first game was straight. Yeah, it's always... Are you talking about Sugar Mommy? What a title. I don't even remember anymore. So there's been so many. There was one, I think it was called Sleeping with My Brother's Wife or something, like, really questionable. It was hilarious. It's funny when he rolls them, but yeah, I do understand his conundrum of, well, he can't exactly stream that. I don't think he'd even, I don't know. I don't even know. Could you imagine, like, if he played, like, a dating sim on his channel, I think, God, that would be really funny. That would crack me up really hard. Alright, where the hell is my boat? Is that my boat up there? I don't even know where my boat is. Okay. I think my boat's on this side. Well, he streamed one. I forgot the name. It was Pixel Game and a lot of... How did I miss that? Oh, I cannot remember. I believe that, but I just... Oh, now I need to go back and... That's funny. I've never played, like, a real... I've played, like, parody simulator, like Bait and Switches. So, I've played... So, I don't want to give spoilers in case anyone doesn't know. Hotoful Boyfriend, it's a pigeon dating simulator. But it has a really great twist, for lack of a better way to put it. And I really loved that game. But it's not a serious dating simulator by any stretch of the imagination. Quite the opposite. It's, quite over the top. Quite absurd. Wow. Alright. I'll just expand the map ever so slightly, but then I do want to head back to base. If only just because, I've got some good ore that I'd love to put in chests. I know he played like a visual novel. There was a musical visual novel that, I got a couple of DMs being like, oh, you should check this game out. Okay, I think I need to, put the bed down and just, sleep. Check this game out, streamer. What the heck? Whoa, look at that. Ooh, do we rate it? That's like sure death, isn't it? Oh, I want to step in, but I know that there will be pillagers. I just know it. So maybe we avoid. Oh, I need diamond armor. But even diamond armor, if you're swarmed, you're swarmed. Like, even diamond armor can't really help. Okay. Maybe we, make the trek on foot. Weak attack. What? Hey! Game's being mean to me. Alright. I do need the map in my hands, so I can, Hey! Okay, I did not expect to see a cherry biome. Ooh, I know what we've got to do now. Aww. Well, yay. Spider hisses. Okay. I don't have my shears with me. Well, dang it. It'd be nice to have some of this black wool. What did I just grab? Oh, I grabbed an egg. Okay. More egg! What are the odds that we get some saplings? There's a very tiny cherry grove, so I don't want to, like, take down more than, like, one tree. But if we can nab a sapling, we could bring it back to base and have a nice little cherry tree thing. I may not be so lucky. I don't know, though. No. There we go. Can we get more? It's okay if not. I won't carve down the tree. I will leave the tree as is. But we'll just punch the tree for some saplings. I may use my bone meal equally to speed grow it. Sometimes you can kind of see saplings hiding out, but Alright, ooh, dare I? I think I do. Just quickly grab the iron and run. Yeah. I did it! Oh, more iron. There's a zombie. Okay, that's a ravine, though. I don't really feel like throwing myself into a ravine. Right? Maybe we, don't do that. But let's start heading... Make our way slowly but surely back to base. Base is this way. Actually, some of these tiny little baby oak trees we can, take home with us. While we're at it. Because, we're not running too bad on wood, but it's just enough to where maybe we grab a few logs. And actually, while we're at it, see if we can get some oak saplings. Plant a few oak trees near the base. Don't think we're going to be so lucky. But who knows? Who knows? I think we'll make our way back to base and then we'll begin to call it a day. Alright, I don't think there's any here, so just see what this has to offer. Oh, that looks like I got a sapling. So, that's nice. Perfect. All right. Okay, 5 saplings. Okay, that is great. All right, so let's Whoa! Wait, really? The base is just here? Oh, okay. Well, let's plant some trees. I did not realize I was already back home. All right, so 1 tree. I forgot that I had started a little grove too. 4 and 5 for good measure. Well, that is useful. Look at them. I was like, why are they all so tiny? It's like that's my little grove. All right, and then I want the cherry tree. I'd like the cherry tree to be... Okay. Actually, before we do that, I'm going to grab all the bone meal. So... All right. Okay, now that's joyful. Oh, that makes me so happy. Aw. Okay. Yay. little things, and also not so little things. Alright, got our little collection of eggs. Okay, so we made it. We made it back home, which is delightful. We seem to be mostly in one piece. Okay, I'm going to leave the inventory as it is. Alright, thank you all so much for watching. I'm going to wrap up for now. I'm going to head out. I am very hungry, so it's time to get some food and all that good stuff. Feeling a lot better than yesterday. I'm not sure what was happening with yesterday, but I've been getting rest and just taking it easy, and yeah, good times. Genuinely good times. So we'll end here. I think no raid for today. I want to just head out for the time being, but it's been fun. It really has been. And I love all the book conversations. So yeah, I think maybe we do something with that. There's a couple of us in chat reading Mistborn, so maybe that's the yeah. All right. Until next time, everyone.